Okay, guys, I just had to kind of like laugh at the current situation in the cryptocurrency market. The funniest thing being is that JP Morgan is one of the banks that has banned buying cryptocurrency with credit cards. This is funny on many levels. So I'll start with the facts. It's very clear. Many banks around the world have banned usually buying cryptocurrency credit cards, which is more bad news and is wrecking the cryptocurrency market at the moment. What is when I read this, I'm like, how is that going to affect the market? Because clearly buying cryptocurrency credit cards is a bad idea. Clearly you shouldn't do that. Like I mean, you're going to be paying higher fees for the cryptocurrency because you're using a credit card, and you're borrowing money to buy an asset, which is usually bad financial advice. But then again, a lot of people do actually use credit cards to buy cryptocurrency. Now the bit that is like, oh my god, guys, like we saw this play a few months ago. Okay, J.P. Morgan, a few months. If you remember, obviously most people don't remember the cryptocurrency market what it was like 5 months ago. J.P. Morgan came out and called cryptocurrency a scam. Lots of people panic sold. JP Morgan bought 80 million, was it 80 million or 180? Whatever, millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. And they must have sold over the Christmas period. And now there's all this bad news because a lot of credit card companies have banned buying cryptocurrency with credit cards. And it's like, guys, they're going to play this game frequently. Like at some point, there's going to be the correct time to buy Bitcoin again. It's going to be within the next 2 weeks. J.P. Morgan, I swear, is going. You're going to see that they're going to buy hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin before it recovers. This plague the banks is going to go on for a while. Um, I guess I wanted to comment about the Tether fiasco still going on. The problem with the Tether fiasco is that we do not know if the company that runs Tether, which has the same CEO as Bitfinex, basically Bitfinex owns Tether. We don't. The fiasco is that they lost their auditor, so they can't. So we can't verify that they have that amount of dollars to repay the Tether. So so if you think of it in proportions of scale, the amount of possible tether that's been inflated is like 2.2 billion. I mean, the number could be different. This is the number that I've taken from other people. Could be 2.2 billion. Whatever. It's like it's less than 1% of the cryptocurrency market. Now, if you compare that to the dollar, where for a ratio of for every like $1 to put in, they make 10 more loans. So you're talking about like less than 10% of the dollars in banks are actually there. So you've got a situation where we've got to audit Tether to make sure that less than 1% of the market is there. But we know that less than 10% of the dollars is there. So if Tether turns around and says, yes, we have all the dollars according to the bank, the majority of those dollars literally don't exist because for most banks around the world, most of the dollars aren't actually there. So the problem isn't just that Tether isn't backed. Is it backed? We don't know. The dollar we know for certain is not backed. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I do kind of want the all this craziness to finish someday, but I do find it very amusing myself. So at the moment, oh, I'm still trading. Trading using the Waves platform and Steam, of course. I'm still, of course, bullish for both Bitcoin long term and cryptocurrency in general. But I don't know. We don't know when the FUD ends because there's so much FUD. Like the India thing. Oh, India has banned cryptocurrency. No, they didn't. You just can't. It's just not recognized as a financial product, which doesn't really matter. I had no idea what like only very few countries recognize cryptocurrency as legal tender anyway. So it's not not really news. And like government regulations come in. Then it's like not so bad. Anyway, now is a good time to sniper shot good projects, pick projects you think are good, and use their platforms. My recommendations at this point in time is Waves and Steam, and EOS would also be good. Live free or die trying.